so behind that, I was like, you know what? Kind of this, that, and some other reasons.
And I feel like that's the typical type though that you see with a white guy. I think that's the typical type of sister that you see. Like she would bash her own. She's not keen on sisterhood.
Call them what?
Bed wenches.
Yo, have you ever heard the term? And I don't, because I'm trying not to. I got this conversation. No, I'm going to.
Say it, okay.
Did you hear what I said? Here, I'm gonna write it down.
I never heard that.
Pass it to her. Pass it to her, because I didn't think you could hear it.
We playing telephone.
No, you say it to her. Yeah, that's it. You ever heard that term?
Is that a Harry Potter character?
Wait, this
okay. I didn't say it right.
Look. Okay, now I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this tea. That was right. Okay, so apparently there's a term called grunge fuck.
Yeah.
Grunge fuck.
Have you ever heard of that?
And,
okay, so Pete Gang, this is what happens.
So
this is what happens.
My home. It might be derogatory. Okay, now for y'all out there, it's grunge fuck. Grunge fuck. No.
Yeah, E. Yeah, put it on. Yeah.
Okay, grunge fuck. So this is why he had to whisper this in my ear.
Oh my goodness, what does it mean?
Okay, so Pete Gang, this is crazy. This is crazy.
No. Tell me what it means.
Be mad. I'm mad. It's weird. I don't know if you should be mad. Just be confused.
But hold on. Who told you about this?
My homeboy. I won't put his name.
Black or white?
He's a white guy.
It's a white guy.
He's a white guy.
So this is a conversation amongst white men.
Yeah, white men.
Okay.
So by all accounts, he would be considered down, right? My homeboy. I'm having a conversation.
Okay.
And we were talking on the phone. He was like, yo, bro. He's like, has this ever happened to you? He's like, you'll have some girl in your inbox or DMs.
Is the girl black or white?
Black.
Okay.
And 100%, like you, and she'll give you all type of compliments, and she's very sweet, and she's shooting her shot as best she can, or she's more than shooting her shot. She's like directly getting to it, like, yo, let's link up. I'm trying to, right? So, and you go to her page and check her out, and she's Miss Pro Black, like red, black, and green. Every single other pair of earrings is the fist. And she changed her name to Nefertiti, and no, real talk, like, and you know, Osiris this and and bam, 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 and the whole thing, like, and the white man this and the white man that, but she will be in your inbox and she wants to get smashed, and that's what it's called.
It's called like
grunge.
All right, so
look, I didn't know about it. Like the term is new to me.
Wait a minute. So okay, this is like.
So it has to be that kind of black girl.
Yeah, just like how you have.
Yeah, because it's the opposites.
Right.
Okay.
It's really
no,
but it's been because I didn't the first few times it happened to me.
This is happening because let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have been like looking for people on like I'm an Instagram like
queen,
and I'm scrolling through and you say this and I can see I have come across pages and there's chicks and they super duper down. And it's just something like, nah, bitch, like,
yeah, something's
you
off,
ain't
right?
really down.
Yeah, there's something different. It's something really like.
So she perpetrating, and black men do it too. Black men do it.
But I don't have the answer. But I didn't even know it was a thing, right? I just thought it was this weird occurrence that would happen every now and then in my DMs or in my inbox.
What was that movie? There's a movie, a very famous movie with one of the Wayans brothers. He has on the kufi. And he's like, yeah, my brother. And then he's married to the white girl.
Don't be a menace to
that's
while drinking your juice.
That's a grunge fuck, right? Would that be considered grunge? Because he's down.
I guess so. Yeah, like he's Mr. Yeah.
Mr. Pro Black.
Oh, so this still applies when it goes the other way.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that just means a general term for somebody that is. I don't know if they're perpetrating.
Like an extremist?
Yeah, like an extremist. I was gonna say perpetrate, but maybe not. I don't know. But like somebody that's an extremist that like behind closed doors is like, yes, I want the D and you tripping like
white men do it. They did it in slavery time.
Right. So that's
it's the weirdest. Look. Okay, so I only it's so strange that I only thought it was happening to me. Right? Like I was like, this is just
this happens all the time?
So much more than you would think. And it's just
What do you do?
Well, I'm not into that type of person, so I fall
okay,
back.
well, okay, you have morals. Okay, that's good to know. Because I think yeah. Other type of white guy might be like, yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he'll be the grunginest fucking
New words.
Oh!
Yeah, it's wild, right?
Okay,
yeah,
well, speaking of sex.
Okay.
When you are with black women, do you find us more aggressive in sex or more submissive towards you?
I find it's just all over the spectrum. Just
really,
it's
not like
no.
really.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you would like.
What would your assumption be?
That we'd be more aggressive, like more. I mean, I think we are. We like more deeper, like aggressive type of sex. No, they don't like speak my ass. No,
is it like real? Maybe I know different types of white women. I don't know.
Huh. Oh, James is like, all my bitches freaky.
Okay, are they more passionate, or are black women more passionate in sex?
No, I don't think. No, I don't think that. I mean, like, there's been some black women that have been more passionate than some white women. And first of all, I've had very little relations. I just want you to know
that. He's not a whore. He's not a man whore.
Far from
very little relations.
It's a true story. Very, very few. But some, so it's gone both ways. So there's white women that are more passionate than black women. So.
Have you ever been with a woman who wanted you to call them like black bitch or no?
Would you do that?
Would you do that? Would you do it?
If that was like her deepest, darkest fantasy, and this was like your partner, and she was like, "This is what I want."
Black bitch.
We'd have to be married. We'd have to like.
But you would.
But you would if you.
And like when you said if it's her fantasy, but I'll be honest with you, like a part of me wants to explore it a little bit, like not explore the fantasy because that's easy to do, but like, hey baby, like what's lying underneath that? And then because I just don't want anything weird.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she's your woman, man. You gotta please your woman. So there's that line you gotta figure it out.
All right. So black women and their hair, is it a thing in relationships with you? Like, do they express their issues with their hair? Do you sense like is it conversation? Do you know how to touch their hair? Are you pulling their hair?
Sometimes
do you know the rules?
I think I know the rules. Sometimes it's a conversation, but it's a conversation just in adoration a bit. You know what I mean? Like, I love natural hair. We were kind of talking about it earlier. I think it's beautiful and this, that, and the third. But I didn't, until I dated that woman I told you about earlier that won the natural hair competition. I didn't understand the journey of the big chop and the identity.
You get the terminology, Jay.
Yeah, right. Like, I didn't get it. But like, and then it wasn't until I saw ridicule from certain segments of the black population, the black community, toward her, that I was really like, oh
she had pretty hair.
Beautiful, not pretty. It's beautiful. Right. But then at that point I was like, yo, I think that all like if you wanna, huh?
But those are the nuances, like the parts of being black that you don't really talk about with someone who's non-black because it's hard to explain to somebody why people feel certain kind of ways about women with pretty hair.
Right.
You know, like
or whatever. Pretty hair.
Well, her hair was really beautiful, but also very kinky.
Yeah.
She had very, very kinky hair.
Right.
Or has very kinky hair. But my experience, like as I walked that journey with her a bit, because she had natural hair. She was wearing her hair natural before me, but it was like different styles and how much she would show and this, that, and the third. And it wasn't until then till I was like, I prefer, if I'm gonna date a black woman, I prefer that her hair be natural. Doesn't have to be.
Right.
It's kind of a shallow thing, right? But what the underlining behind like if I date a woman, I prefer her hair to be natural. I prefer her to be proud to be black and very comfortable with being black.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I think it's important because black hair is, and I'm just curious to know how we handle ourselves with.
It
the
would
white
be
guy.
So difficult for me to wash my hair in front of a white
do they
guy.
do that? Do you see them with their okay? The whole routine.
I helped wash.
You helped wash.
I helped wash.
Really?
I think it's romantic.
He's dating women with good hair, though. I think
very kinky.
Eye texture?
Kinky, no.
Yeah,
a white person's definition of kinky.
No.
He's looking at our hair.
Doesn't mean anything.
Very,
like our hair.
Very kinky.
Like our hair. Like my hair and her hair. Yeah, he
more,
knows. He's not crazy.
More so. I would say more so.
But you're talking because it's coiled and long, right?
He knows it kinky.
No, I mean
he's looking at her.
It would only be long if it was wet and you stretch it.
Okay,
but it's not.
That's not kinky.
But it's
my hair is not. I mean,
I almost want to pull up pictures, but I don't want to waste time.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, like I would. Okay, so you've seen pictures of my daughter's hair. Mm-hmm. Does she have kinky hair?
Not to me.
Okay.
Not very.
I think he's looking at.
Okay. Maybe he knows. But I mean, you're looking at me. I don't like my hair is not kinky. So
it's coily kinky.
Like she might be able to do her hair like that, but it would take so much work. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Her hair was really, really tight.
Okay.
In my opinion, you know.
Okay. All right. So, and she washed her hair in front of you. All right. So when I washed my hair,
did she go to bed with a headscarf on?
Yeah.
Really?
Every night.
Oh, okay.
No. I wouldn't, cause I don't think I was
Not every night, most nights.
a black guy who was like surprised at what my hair looks like.
But I think it's romantic. Like
So,
I want to because I want to be in the shower with you. I want to be in the shower.
But you wash my hair.
But you got dreads.
Well,
Girl,
first
you know
of all, I
what
don't have
look
dreads. I
like
have
when I wash
locks.
my hair?
Nothing is dirty about my hair. Nothing is dirty about my hair. I have locks.
Exactly. You have beautiful locks. But like I don't. When I wash my hair, like it's got to shrink up into a little afro first. And
But
then
I
I gotta
think
like
that's
do
just
all
you,
this
too.
stuff to it.
I think it's the level of comfort that you have with your hair.
Yes,
I don't really care.
it's a level of comfort I have with my hair that I like. It's at least a black dude already knows
That
like,
it
what's
might
gonna
be.
There's a
happen.
process.
That it might be a thing.
But with a white guy, he gonna be like the
Well, and then
fuck?
you know
Where's
what's
your hair go?
okay, and then I'll say this: the woman, and I want to put her out, but the woman I'm talking about, what helped our relationship start off well was she told me initially. Because there was some woman that was like, she had said she found me attractive or something like that. And her and I were kind of talking about it. Not the girl that said I was attractive, but the girl I ended up dating. Mm-hmm. And she told me, she's like, I've never been attracted to a white dude. Don't stunt white dudes. Nothing like that. So I was like, oh, bet. Like, then we're going to be good friends. And then the friendship grew into a relationship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So there was a comfort level that took time. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that.
I don't know. I think that I don't know. Hair, it took me 35 years to really embrace my hair for what it is. I think that you not feeling comfortable around any man to show them not part of you is just something that you just got.
Yeah, maybe that's just a me problem.
Yeah. Because I think you.
I'd be like, when you gonna leave so I can wash my hair?
Really?
I want yes.
But then look, peep game. To men, it's not that big a deal.
Right, and when I
we're
realized
not
that tonight,
tripping.
and
We're not tripping on your
right.
hair. Like Cat Williams said, man, didn't nobody ever turn down such and such because a woman had stretch marks?
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, no,
we ain't
I
looking.
that.
We ain't looking.
I think that's
not like that.
That's just what you got going in your mind.
This is a me thing.
Yeah.
And let me say this.
There are other women. I know for a fact there are other women who like I don't want my man to not see me.
And let me say this.
But I know
stunning, beautiful women, beautiful, no hair at all.
Right.
And then I know women with glorious locks.
Right, and
I don't want nothing to do with them.
Right, and for me personally, I've been through all of those stages. I've big chopped my hair twice. I've had natural afros. I've had mohawks. I have locks right now. So my hair and me, I'm totally not defined by my hair. And my husband does not define me by my hair at all. He sees the beauty past my hair. So he can see me.
Because a man loves you.
Yeah, he can see me with my hair. I don't care. He does not look at me.
It's not because your hair.
But my hair is the last thing I think he looks at me for is my hair.
Yeah.
So
hit him with the good for you. Good for you.
I don't feel like I'm being judged by my hair. It's just my level of comfort with it is not there. Like for me, washing my hair is like my own personal
sanctuary
thing. Like that's only for me.
So you only wash your hair by yourself.
But like, and it would be like a thing. Right. I'd be like, I thought you said you was leaving. I need to wash my hair.
Game. So, and this will be the last thing. We got to go on to another question just because I want to keep bringing it up. But there was a time we were supposed to go on a date, and she canceled something about her hair, and I completely thought, I was like, oh.
So
because I literally got the line like, hey, I'm busy. I'm washing my hair, and I was like, we good. Like she's not interested.
You ever called out of work because your hair ain't done?
No.
Oh, fuck that.
I think she is hysterical. Yeah, What's next?
I'm not defined by my hair.
Are you serious? So we've both been working. We've been working 15, 20 years. You ain't never had a day where it's like, no, I can't go nowhere looking like this.
It's not a good hair day.
What?
look, run it. We've been talking about hair
before I had natural hair. Okay.
No, you good. I'm only gonna.
We done ruined it. Sorry.
No, I just don't. There's more things to women than.
Okay. So this is my question to you. So just to you. What do you think black women can do to change their perception of themselves in American culture? In your opinion, what do you think we could do?
Oh man, I think that's really
Okay, who dates black women?
No, sure, yeah. So the first thought that came to my mind was like, I would have to know what the perception of black women is in American culture.
Do you want us to tell you?
You can tell me your opinion on that, but hold on.
Ghetto.
Wait, you can tell me your opinion on that, but let me try to finish first and then.
Okay.
I think something that I see from black women, and it's so strange. Maybe strange is not a good word. Maybe like die hard is. I don't know. Black women will tolerate the most, like the most horrible character out of some men. And there's been times I'm like literally amazed, like the type of abuse that she's taken from this man. Does it make her a saint? You know what I'm saying? And she's just like the most down, respectable, look at everything like, man, that's why she's like, that's what you need on your team. Does it make her one of those? Or does it make her like, babe, you got some issues, sugar?
No,
but you do understand where that comes from, right?
Yes, and I think that once again, nuances are something you cannot understand. Yes, I tolerate a lot because I understand what the history is, and you haven't come from a long line of men who have had strong families and have set strong examples on how to be good men. And I'm not making excuses in any way, but I think that yes, black women excuse more, but because we've always had to.
Yes, because I'm even talking just about like slavery. We was getting beat and raped, and still had to get up the next day. And still had to cook for master, had to take care of our kids, their kids. This is something
you just
that
keep pushing.
Has been ingrained in us. So black women are, when you hear them say that we are stronger or we have the strong personality, because we've always had to deal with things,
right?
Whether it was by our own people or by other people.
And it's
I don't think it's the right way to do this. I think that we are kind of shifting our mindset.
We are shifting
because we are taking ourselves more, serious.
We're making more money.
Right.
We are better able to care for ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
And so the thing that's so irritating to me is like, if somebody gets in the comments, about something I said, and like, oh, maybe you could find a man if, or maybe you'd have a man if. I'm like, who said I was looking for a man?
Right.
Just because I'm single
doesn't mean you don't have options.
Yeah, that's
right.
Like, and I'm perfectly happy where I am in life by myself. Like I don't feel like anyone at this point. I haven't met a person that I feel could be a good companion, like a good someone to attach myself to.
Right.
For what? Like,
but it's not that the option is
anybody.
Right.
Yeah,
right. But black women specifically tolerate a lot because we've always tolerated a lot.
And
I wish
like you have to.
I wish this. I wish that
weight on our shoulders.
I don't think there's not a lot of weight on your shoulders or a black man's shoulders. Anybody trying to make it in America.
That's true.
That's not what I'm saying. I also feel that like. Okay, so this is an example of what I'm about to say. I think dudes that wear skinny jeans and like weight, like you can literally see their underwear, and I don't mean like the top. Right. I mean like we're in Atlanta, and it's ridiculous. Like to me, like you look at it, you like.
Fat.
Well, look,
especially
look, period.
Another big person, you need to know what you can wear.
Look, especially period.
Yeah.
If you're a man and I can see your underwear, there's no business I should ever know what your underwear looks like. There was a young dude one time. I was in my truck. There was a young guy, a lot of construction. So, like I say that to say the traffic was slow. And you could tell he was stunting. Something on the phone was serious. Something bad. Da. And like you could tell, like body language let me know he was trying to get far, right? So I was like, "Hey, bro, you good? You need a ride?" And he was like, "Man, you got me on a ride." He's like, "I got gas money." I said, "Don't worry about it. Like I'm going that way." You know what I'm saying? So we're good. Just get on in. He had his pants down, right? And so I told him, I was like, "Hey, bro, before you get in, need you to pull them pants up,
right?
Because you're never gonna be able to say that a man's underwear was on my seat in my truck,
right?
Like we're not doing that, right? Like pull your pants up. You're getting a free ride,
right?
So pull your pants up,
right?
And he wouldn't get in because I told him to pull his pants up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool, bro. You don't need this ride. You know what I'm saying? Shut the door. So, okay. So, anyways, that was a bit off topic. Men would not walk around looking ridiculous with their pants crazy down, skinny jeans.
Before he even said
if women were like, if you had higher standards.
Yes.
That's
no.
If you had higher standards.
Right.
And so look, so take that example. So take that example
right.
and move it to marriage.
Right.
Because I hate that so many black women are married. I hate it.
Right. And it's true.
Because it's like the foundation of everything that you're trying to build and want to build, that it starts right there at the family in the house.
That's true.
And I think that if more black women were like, look, bro, like you can't cut till we're married, or certain, whatever your criteria is.
Right.
Right. Because the whole cut thing, that's not, people aren't going to really follow that like that. But whatever you want to say, whatever your criteria is, you need to prove to me that this is going to end in marriage.
I agree.
And then there will be more married people. It's just, and so I see that, and it's disheartening.
Right. I mean, I agree with that. I definitely think that. I've always said that.
That's advice for black culture that you can't ignore. What's so funny about that is I witnessed this Instagram battle the other night because they posted a video of this girl. She was getting proposed to, but she didn't know it. So she was sitting down on the ground, and she had like a 2-year-old he looked to be about, and then she had a baby in her lap.
Mm-hmm.
Now you could tell from the complexions of the kids that they had 2 different dads.
Okay.
And by the end of the video, you can tell the guy that proposed to her was the little kid's dad, and then the other kid's dad obviously wasn't there.
Sure.
So she's down on the ground. She's got her 2-year-old here, and they're saying turn around. But she's looking at the camera because she thinks that they're getting ready to take a picture of her. And so she tells her son, she keeps telling her son, she's like, turn around. And the person taking the picture says, no, you.
Yeah.
And she turns around, the guy's there with the ring, he proposes. It's like a sweet video. Like, I watched it,
It's
and
good.
I was like, I liked it.
Yeah.
And so then underneath, I'm scrolling through all the great comments, and this one black girl goes, only black people normalize getting married after having a family.
Yeah.
And it was like, boom. And I'm like, damn, I can't argue with what she said.
Yeah.
Is it a ill-placed comment? Like, we're here to celebrate for them. Don't drag them down.
No, absolutely.
What she said was completely right.
Yeah.
They started dragging her behind that comment. Like, it got personal to the point that a dude was going, like, on her page and, like, saying malicious things under her pictures and things like that.
Terrible.
And she
That's
was
terrible.
like, what kind of world is this? And I said that. I'm like, what kind of world is this
foolish.
where you can't fucking disagree with somebody on the internet without
And you
taking
gotta
it
be
personally?
Right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, sis, I'm sorry that you're facing this kind of backlash, even though I feel like you put your comment in the wrong place. But what you said is true. It's an ugly truth that we need to be able to look at about ourselves. And so I'm really glad that you said that.
And everything that you're wanting, and it's well, you already agree with it, I already said it, but like it's starting a family. Mm-hmm. It's starting a family, and there would be more families if the women were demanding it.
So you think that black women need to be more stronger?
I don't think stronger is the best way to say it. I think plan out with better strategy what you want.
Right.
But we also
demand more from black men.
I wouldn't say that. I would say let a man know, like, this is what I want.
When you date black women, are they very upfront with the things that they want with you? Do you find it that they are more clear with you than maybe your other black male girlfriends are with them?
I don't know, because I'm not in the room with my homeboys are having conversations.
With you, do they tell you
what they want?
Yes.
I think I start that conversation. Like, I'm looking for a wife.
Right.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
So, that conversation is being had because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be married. So, this is the conversation.
Are black women who are dating you, do you feel like they're showing you all of them, or are they kind of giving off a facade based on what they think that you would want because you're white? Do you think they're being comfortable enough to give them all of themselves to you?
Right.
Because I think that a lot of black women might feel like, I need to act like this around him because I don't want him to think I'm ghetto, or I don't want him to.
That's hard for me to answer. I think everybody puts their best foot forward
In the beginning.
initially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think we should. I know I do it. I try to,
But it's the type of adjustment that you would make.
Right.
Because it's like everybody wants to, when you first start dating somebody, everybody wants to make the best first impression. But when I'm dealing with a black guy, would I be like, oh, be careful not me. Like, it doesn't matter who I'm dating. I wouldn't be dating a white guy, but if I was, I would be like, well, especially now, I'm going to be myself. Because if you've chosen to be with me, like, either you
what's
take
coming
the
with
whole
it.
thing or none of it. And
Right.
so I'd be like, yeah, you gonna extra have to
deal with this.
Yeah. But, like, with a black guy, it's not even something I would think about. Like, this is, it's just...
Yeah, and I don't, I think it goes back to, I think it goes back to relationship in the term of, like, I'm with a woman that's black. I'm not just with this woman because she's black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with her letting out, like, who she is, I think with different women that has come at different stages, but I think that every woman that I've been in a relationship with has eventually shown me, like, this is everything who I am.
Right.
And they're more than just being a black woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're amazing creatures.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So when you date black women, are they hesitant to introduce you to their family and friends, or?
Friends know family sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, there was a woman, man, I liked her so much. She just really good verbal volley, right? We had great conversation. We had a good number of things in common in terms of, like, both dig art, and then like, but like different types of art, and she knew about different stuff that like, unless you're a geek like me, you don't really know about it, and like history and certain perspectives and certain authors, and like I just like we had this volley, and I was like, yo, and I thought like she was pretty, right? So I'm like, yo, like I may have met somebody. This is great, you know. And we got closer, and we got closer, and we got closer, and then one day she told me, and like I'm kind of putting a lot in a nutshell, but one day she told me, she's like, my father isn't cool with me being with a white man.
Oh,
and so I was like, bet, because I respect order, because I respect elders, and because like I want what's best for her, and I want what's best for me, and God willing, like if we were to go against her father's wishes, because I'm not that type of person, but if we were to go against her dad's wishes, and how would he treat the kids, and this, that, and the third, and then what does that say for respect? Because then our kids could go against me because I went against their granddaddy.
Right.
So behind that, I was like, well then sugar, we can't, you know. And she was livid with her dad, and in front of her dad, not even on the phone, like we're all three there, and she's like, this is the best man that I da-da-da, and he this and he that, and she listed her reasons that I checked good boxes for her, right? But I didn't feel comfortable with it. I was like, no, because like one, I'm not going to disrespect your dad.
Yeah, and that would just be a lifetime of a weird.
And it could have been, it could have been. And then like originally when I first met him, there was a bit of there was some static.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm feeling like, bro, like it's, you know, but I'm gonna respect you. But it was still like it was I won't say uncomfortable, but we knew what was we knew what was up.
Right.
At the end of our conversation, man, bro, I ain't thought about this. Old girl crying, the whole thing. And so you hate to see that. I'm sure he hated his daughter to see that. I hated to see old girl like that. But
it had to happen though, because like you said,
yeah, like and after because that's what we came to talk about. Like we all three got in the same room to talk about that. After that, the father and I, like, we got along much better, you know what I'm saying, than we did initially, because he saw that like I'm not trying to go against the grain.
Right.
You know, that's your daughter,
you really
man.
do care
Your
about the
family. Yeah, like
right.
So y'all stopped dating though still?
Yeah, 100%. Stopped right there that day.
Yep. What do you love the most about black women?
See, once again, so I'll try to categorize this.
What do you love the most?
No, Pete Game. So I'll try to categorize this because my answer was gonna be really boring, because it was just like I'm not with her because she's black. You know what I'm saying? So it's, but so like kind of some of the stuff I want to say is like the stuff that I've loved about women that I've been with is like we have similar histories, or they can understand my history. You know what I'm saying? Like they can. Similar backgrounds without putting everything on camera.
Right.
They're more comfortable with people that have backgrounds similar to that.
Right.
Than some people. Like, there's been times I told you about a white girl that I dated, and beautiful. We got along. She's cool people. Everything. And I was talking about who's funnier, like Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, or something of that nature. And to me, all day long, Cat. Cat's that dude.
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Right.
Super
Shout out to Cat
funny.
Williams out there. If he ever watch this.
When he watches. I don't know. But then so she ain't even heard of Cat. Right? And I was like, exactly. Yeah, so I was like really like, yo, like to me that was weird that you don't know who Cat Williams is, but all right. So got the went out and got the DVDs, like, here go Kevin Hart, we'll watch that. Yep, everybody knows he's a funny guy. And then let's put this Cat Williams in because he's the truth watch. And I'm falling out, and the stuff that she can't relate to, I wasn't familiar with people not relating to that stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to say, like, I could talk about different things I like about women that have been black, but to say like black women in general, man, I like women.
So it ain't the beauty, it's the booty.
Everybody likes shape.
Yeah, everybody likes shape. All right, I think I think I'm good. I think I do want to say thank you. I feel like the last type of conversations we've been having have been extremely enlightening.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm
thankful to be here. I'm thankful to be a part of it.
Like thank you for coming on. I think that it's important that like everyone out there who's watching this, all 500, all 5,000, you all who watch this, like
that's a lot of folks.
5 million.
Yeah, 5 million. Too.
All of y'all are having
we
a
almost
wonderful
at
day.
6,000, but yeah, you know, like you are needed. You are needed. Yeah, I think more conversation needs to be had about race relations.
Right.
I think that it's really important to view different perspectives and get different
Unfortunately.
you know, like input, because prior to coming here, I was just like, okay, let me see what I gotta say. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And you know what's weird is, so you told me about your podcast, and I was like, you know, I have an interest, similar interest to do mine, and you know, and so I was interested behind that. And then you show me some clips, and I was like, oh, that's great, and I see how y'all do it, and I really, really like it, and I enjoy it, and it's great. And then when you told me like, yeah, maybe we can have you on, I was like, no way, that's good for me. This is what a cool day. And then when you told me the subject was interracial relationships, I was kind of like, wow, like for real. But just because, like not behind any controversy behind it, but just like
always.
It was 2018.
And it's still a thing. It's still a thing.
We're talking about it.
It's still a thing.
Like, talk to me about unhealthy relationships. Like if I'm in an unhealthy with a chick and you happen to find out she's black and she's still acting foul and she's crazy and she's behind my back and she's this, that, and the other, then be like, yeah, you shouldn't be with old girl, da 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 da. Not dissect it under the lines of, well, you know what happened and this is why she. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's 2018.
Right. I'm
gonna respect you.
Right.
Let's give it back.
Right.
So we'll have a good day.
But there are so many people with so many opinions on it, which is why.
No, that's good. No, it's a conversation topic.
Khloe Kardashian had to
What'd she
take
say?
her Twitter page down for a little while because people were saying like racist stuff about True.
Oh yeah,
she's
about who?
About her baby.
Her baby's name is True?
Yeah.
That's a dope name.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
But,
so what happens? People were saying bad stuff about a child?
About an infant because
the
baby is dark.
And that's bad?
And the baby technically isn't dark. Let's just put that out there.
Oh my god.
I'm so sick of these weird black
dark.
people. The baby is not.
Who was going in on her? What were they saying?
It's like a shade darker than you. Like literally the color of your arm. That's the color of the baby.
The baby is a little bit darker than me?
No, the color of your arm.
Okay, the color of my arm.
She's like a little.
Okay, so with that being said, but like what were people saying?
Just like negative things about how dark she was.
How dark she is. Just
yeah.
You know, black people in our colors. Really
it still exists. People want to. So yeah, interracial dating will be
it's a conversation need to be had.
Until people stop saying dumb shit.
Didn't Jimi Hendrix say something about like until I'm gonna beat it up. I don't even know if it was Jimmy, but I think he said something like until the color of a man's skin is no important than the color of a man's eyes. Like you never heard of eyism.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Or
like,
in Germany, in which case the color of your eyes was kind of important.
Bad. Good call.
So,
good call.
Yeah, but I mean, thank you for coming on.
Well, no, thanks for having me.
Hopefully,
thank y'all very much.
I think people will have you want to come back.
Yeah. If you all have any other questions you want us to ask James,
right? We tried our best to say this. We did try our best to ask all the questions without making it too like boring and blasé.
No, I think
we
y'all are
weren't
great.
worried about being boring and blasé. But look, here's what we need y'all to do. Please make sure you click the subscribe button. Turn on the bell so you don't miss anything from us.
True story.
And share this video with everybody that you know. We appreciate y'all so much.
Right, and we are going to have James's IG info. We're gonna.
Oh yeah, just
page.
It's just James.
Just James.
Holcomb.
Just Holcomb.
Yeah,
We're gonna put it there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make sure they can get.
And then always, y'all, please tell your friends about us. Like, we trying to get on Revolt. We trying to be like on Revolt one day. Spreading the good words. So please follow us on IG, we're on Facebook, watch our stuff, subscribe, like, and I think on that we're out, right?
We out.
Yeah.
Remember, like I always say, y'all keep growing and stay glowing. Peace.
Peace, man. Y'all be